good about taking these fights, and this should be a kill on FNG. First blood goes the way of KP.
It's what allows the Bloodseeker to go for the Lina like that. Gabby forced to teleport back. March will bring him back in with the Chen. Next to Divine.
I think Armel's dead.
Yeah, it looks like a double damage. That's going to be good enough. GPK, you said you're going to ask the impossible of him. More until he has his regen come in. Vampire going to have to go for the blast off and does manage to get the deny in time. FNG to get here. He really wants the slow. He wants the extra stuns, and now he's going to show up. Two-man hit with the blast off, and KP, he's going to try and kill the support, but it looks like Tim's going to be run down by Dream, very easily getting that kill, and Vampire will be able to get out. If anything, KP may still die. If the Blood Right lands, KP jukes it to the left, but that means he's pretty far away from any safety. Slowed down, Dream sped up from the Thirst. Might be able to still run him down, except for Lina's going to TP in, so maybe not a good LSA, but a nuke comes out from FNG. That actually completes the kill. Shotchlo and Gabby playing underneath the Sandstorm, but Gabby, he has the superior firepower. That's the advantage of this Leshrac pick against the Sand King. Just go for it. Bottom lane, though, they aren't going to be able to get the Rupture on Gabby. Chen brought him into this push, but now Shotchlo is going to try and make a kill happen here. It's going to lead off onto KP. KP getting into the trees until he's pulled back by FNG. And Gabby, who still has the Rupture on him, is kind of stuck. Vampire's going to go for the deny of the blast off. Does manage to get it. Doesn't hit the damage onto Gabby, but it looks like Dream may be able to get him. The body blocks were almost there from that Frost Ogre, but it looks like it was actually good enough. He doesn't want to chase Gabby underneath the tier 1 tower. Instead, they're going to have to content themselves with a kill on March, which I'm sure they are pretty content. They got to pass that all out, Gabby. Oh, he doesn't actually hit the splitter. That's going to be a bit of trouble. Now he should be able to run him down still with all that magic damage, unless the missile creates enough space. KP tries to rear up the fire blast, and he gets another multicast. Of course you do, KP. FNG runs out of damage. 25 HP left on that Ogre. He has vision of him too, thanks to the Thirst of the Bloodseek. He can't actually get to it in time.
KP's trying to do what he can.
The Blood Right comes in. He's going to be able to dodge that. A Rupture out, and eventually
just runs in circles. A bit more ahead than this. Dream,
yeah, he
set up the Rupture. This is going to be a pretty easy kill if nobody else from TNC is going to follow through.
Blast off incoming, an extra big boost of damage.
This is pretty unfortunate that he's not going to get his Midas during this time.
That's true.
Ahead of anybody else in the game.
They need a good smoke gank at this point, or they need to be faster at taking these towers. But as long as they keep stacking for him and such, they push out the lane. Shotchlo is going to be blown up here in the bottom with Tims and Gabby combining forces now.
And actually ping successfully. They know where he is. They're going to run into him right now. Gabby finds the Eul Scepter. The stun.
Burst strike fast enough. He's still going to hit by the stun. Gets a little bit of distance, but there's then the LSA to follow up. Then the Fire Blast. Then the Laguna Blade. And then you're dead. Over to mid lane.
Almost coop into KP here.
Nice
Not
burst
ideal
strike.
for that.
Lead off. Yeah, as you said.
Do something about it. Oh, Tims, don't run there, don't run there, don't run there, don't run there!
No!
Oh no, he's gonna die, he's gonna die!
Our first techies kill. The Armel TPing in, he stuns himself with the Unstable Concoction, but they still manage to get the Euls. Shotchlo doesn't have actually Burrow Strike up, so he can't actually get away from any of this right now, and he's gonna be chased down by TNC pretty easily.
Yeah, that's 2 kills for them. That Blink Dagger, I think he might actually
Blood Right's gonna reveal, they're gonna go for the epicenter. Oh, they're just gonna do the Burrow Strike, and he grabs it, he grabs it in time, Shotchlo!
And he gets
big save, gets the Aegis and the last hit onto the Roshan. Don't think he's getting out of here alive, but you did your best, buddy.
This is very well done, this Alk. And I think they've also correctly read that there's no way that he can have mines down here. So Armel, just gonna go at it with the Edict. The Frost Armor is not helping this tower one bit. The tower's gonna fall so quickly. The Chain Frost is gonna get laid out just to kill the creeps, to slow down the wave.
Just to see if they can bring back the backdoor protection at some point, just to slow this all down. The blast off to be able to silence up Armel. They stun him as well. He has taken no damage at all. That was like 2% of his HP, and it was instantly regen back up.
Armel still trying to challenge them to fight him.
So who do they go for? Do they go for the Aeon Disc support, the Chen that doesn't matter, or the 3 very tanky cores? Well, they're just going to run at the Gambit crew. And
a lot of mines.
They're going to have a lot of mines out, and that's going to do a lot of damage to KP. They're going to try and turn GPK, laying out some flat cannon shots. Armel is certainly not the hero they're going to be able to bring down, but maybe some of the backline with the epicenter going out. Gabby with his BKB, he may not last for long. In fact, he will go down away from his allies as he tries to sandwich Gambit, but Gambit pushed right back into him. Split Earth to be able to cut down the trees to run into Vampire. Vampire, well, he'll try and maybe run to his remote mines or just go for a blast-off suicide. Doesn't even do that.
And then he waits for the Blood Right to come in for the vision.
Yep.
And they're going to do it again.
Lead off on Rupture on a KP instead. Follow up Burrow Strike. Immediately Yule Sceptered up though. And now the Sand King's going to be in trouble. He does manage to get a Force Staff off. The Hood of Defiance can still protect him a little bit. The Chain Crawl's bouncing back and forth. But at the same time, Armel does stun himself. His damage is completely out of this fight. That means GPK can focus on some of the back line. He tries to run him over. Shotslow's still trying to get away though. And FNG, he's going to be quickly eaten up by Armel, who's now going to be able to get the stun onto the Gyrocopter as well. They don't have any of these disengaged tools. The Lich.
Be the death push. TNC
Storm
gonna fortify their wave. There is a minefield sign, but they're just gonna go to the left of it slightly.
Even opening up some of the trees that they can play around. Okay, Rupture on a KP once again.
Not sure if they care about it. They're gonna clear out the tree waves so that there's no Sand King epicenter, but he's actually all the way to the right. But it doesn't matter if you just lose your base like this.
Chain Frost is going to be a lot of damage. Maybe they can actually overwhelm Armel. Dream's trying to run him down still, but the regen over time is allowing Armel to be able to survive as TNC back him up with that beat. For this one, since that minefield sign.
Yeah, just walk around to the left again.
See if they can get some sort of Sinister Gaze or Force Staff plays that could possibly get them into the mines. That's what they really need here is Lotus Orb protecting Gabby. Oh, there's the Sinister Gaze trying to pull him back in as best as possible with the first strike out. Not quite over the remote mines though, and Armel will be able to run to the left and be fine, but Gabby just runs forward with his BKB. Doesn't actually finish off any of these heroes. He's gonna run to the minefield side though, but he does have that Aegis. So they just blew all the remote mines, and now TNC can back in. GPK, Epicenter going out and going. Does manage to hit the Lina with his Burrow Strike, but doesn't really get the most amount of damage. His allies couldn't follow that up. They weren't ready to go. They were still low and regenning up. Vampire tries to position himself again to be able to get some remote mines out. They take away the Aeon Disc of the Lina, but now Dream has been Abyssal Blade up. Fortunately, Armel got stalled with the Laguna Blade out. Another round of remote mines going to do some damage, but still not enough. They do have the BKB from Armel back up for him to be able to challenge the Gyrocopter, but he's got his Satanic. He activates it. He's going to be able to get a life steal out of that one, and the Chain Frost bouncing out and finish off. Please hit Gabby. He does manage to bounce back to him, but the rest of TNC will be able to split themselves up while Armel single-handedly deals with GPK. The rest of TNC looking to be able to retreat, but they can't leave the Alchemist by himself. Uh-oh, Dream. Does he just overextend himself? Does manage to get a mash in. Armel finished him off. Double kill for him.
How aggressive they are.
Minefield sign. Actually a little bit off the mark there. This isn't actually protecting the mines. They throw out, oh, he did force that, but that had Aeon Disc. That means Tim's just easily resets, and now there's nothing to stop TNC. And look at Armel go. Multicast after multicast onto the techies. Missile after missile. They're going to try and chase in onto KP. Blow him up real quickly. He does have the cheese, but if they change that, no, he got off the cheese just in time before the missile landed.
Hex in 1 second.
They're going to turn around Dream. He's going to get bursted down by the Laguna Blade, but GPK doing so much damage. The flat cannon shots will manage to finish off the Lina. Mass buying back though, and the missile, it's going to be able to chase down Armel. Can he actually get this kill?
Waiting on the high ground, seeing what sort of initiation opens up for him as Vampire walks into the Roshan pick, gets caught by the stun, Force Staffed out. Rupture is on Gabby.
Do manage to get some vision to sight device though. They're going to try and chain stun up this Gyrocopter, but the Lotus Orb is laid out onto him. So, and the Unstable Concoction actually stunning out Armel. Not great for them. They've already lost KP. Now they manage to get the match.
On top of Armel.
Trouble, half health. Blast off going to come in, but he does manage to get his BKB off as well as the mech. That's going to be okay. He also has the Hand of God from Chen, so they shouldn't overcommit too much, thinking they're going to get a kill before that burst comes in. The Unstable Concoction landing on a GPK. They need to be able to finish bomb. Oh, the Laguna Blade's not quite enough to get shots off, but maybe Gyrocopter. He does have his
so low.
He has a Divine Rapier. They chain stun him down, and he falls. Divine Rapier on the deck. They're here underneath this sign. Well, it may not matter. Double Force Staff. They're trying to get Armel into a position underneath those mines. KP will gladly take it impossible because he does have that Aegis. The Abyssal Blade goes onto Armel, allowing Dream to be able to retreat. 15 seconds till the Gyrocopter's back up. They just have to let Megas happen at this point. A refresher actually being used by Gabby to be able to catch Vampire with the Yule Scepter, so he has a dieback. Now it's going to be a 4 versus 5 for the fate of the throne of Gambit.
And this is going to go down really fast. Questioning his decision now to wait for this, but this is an all-in.
Rapier is on its way. Activates the flat cannon shot with the Burrow Strike. Starting things off. They do have that extra bit of damage coming out from GPK. They're going to be able to take down the Gyrocopter.
No solo!
Down. The second Divine Rapier on the deck. Gabby controlled up. Bash, bash, bash from Dream.
They need to march down mid right now.
2 Divine Rapiers. What a hold from Gambit saying no.
Alchemist still has that buyout. Tims is going to lay down some vision, but look at how quickly GPK takes this.
He's chunking it down, and he's going to He's going to go for the tier 4s. He's saying, you have to buy back. You have to do it now. I'm going to force it out of you. 1 tier 4 already down, but GPK starts to
be careful. Back yourself out. You have to be patient here.
He needs to allow Shotzlow to be able to find an opening for him to follow up.
This is a true 4-on-5. Gambit does not care about mega creeps at all. It's really just for the throne. The creeps are in a decent position for them, but it looks like they're content with just taking racks. K out, force a bad fight from TNC, and look at how quickly that tower goes down.
Jesus, they're gonna have to do something about this inside the Vice. Do they have the 4 steps to protect him? Of course they do.
They're gonna reset things.
Reset it again. Slow him down. FNG just making sure he does manage to have the bro strike. Oh, no,
oh, he's gone!
He just wiped that gyrocopter, who does have a buyback. Dream's gonna try and go and kill somebody here, but he just can't man fight anybody. Gabby is actually out life-stealing any of Dream's damage.
Gabby's gonna walk into the pit. He's got both the Ags and the Refresher. Does March have an Ags? No. So now Alk doesn't have to buy him one. How nice.
Yeah. I wonder if you give... It probably doesn't count to the Aghanims granted bonus for Alchemist. So Armel almost kind of doesn't want to give him the axe. Armel, well, he's got an Aegis, so he'll start chopping away at the site. Gonna make the initiation onto Lich, but they don't want to blow up these mines just yet. They're trying to get the 4-step onto Gabby, but it was facing the wrong direction. GPK also getting 4-step, but finally they blow the mines to be able to take away the Aegis of Armel. But that's what he wanted the entire time anyway. Now he's gonna slot in his BKB to fill that Aegis empty slot. The techies for him. Now, he's gonna have to somehow win for GPK. Oh, they missed the split Earth stun. Now the defensive 4-steps come in from Gambit, immediately Scythe of Ice being used on a Dream. They're thinking about pushing forward. Armel just a little bit scared of all these proximity mines. Stun out, 2-man stun coming out from Shotzlow. He's gonna be able to lock down the 2 cores. Armel getting stunned up, but a heal coming down, and now he's gonna start marching forward, go straight for GPK. He's already dead. Now the sun's up, bashing down this Bloodseeker, who just cannot do enough damage against this tanky Alchemist FNG as well. Shotzlow buying back a 3-man bro strike this time around, but again, they're just out of damage. TNC will be stalled up by a glyph activated, but Gambit, no, this is the end. They're gonna call it here. 61 minutes in, and TNC locked down game number 2.
Such a valiant effort from Gambit, pushing TNC to the absolute brink